2, 1. We're live.
Good evening, all, and welcome to the session. Today, we are starting this session along with Ms. Vidya Srinivas, Head Placements and Corporate Connect at IMT Nagpur. And also, we have our student managers, Ayushi, Samriddhi, Harsha, Ashwin, and Salil. Okay, welcome to all. And today, we are focusing on placements and SIP, and definitely Vidya ma'am is here to share some details, insights, and also we have our student managers, and they're all like a star of our batch, and they'll be sharing their stories, their details, their challenges, and their success, and how they are feeling now after all the struggle and with all these wonderful achievements they have now. Okay, so let me give you a little introduction. Ms. Vidya Srinivas, Head Placements and Corporate Connect. She is an experienced professional with 21 years of demonstrated history of working in education management and corporates. Handled 2,000 plus brands like HUL, Marico, HDFC Bank, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Goldman Chase, and many more for corporate relations. An MBA, MPhil, NET qualified, she is currently pursuing her PhD. She has contributed in major ways to the students' growth and development.
Atul, we missed out. Guys,
sorry. Please, I'm so sorry. I think there is some technical glitch. I'll come again. Handle 2,000 plus brands like HUL, Marico, HDFC Bank, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Golden Chase, and many more for corporate relations. And MBA, MPhil, NET qualified. She is currently pursuing her PhD. She has contributed in a major way to the students' growth and development. She has been a catalyst in providing jobs to around 87 unemployed people on pro bono basis during the COVID period. Placed more than 2,500 students in a span of 11 years, awarded many clothes as Best Corporate Leader of the Year for the last 3 years from renowned bodies, and as 7-star performer in corporate relations for last 2 years in her previous assignment. An excellent networker skilled in negotiation, has trained 500 corporate for various leadership roles. She is a trained master practitioner in NLP, a life coach, and a certified hypnotist. Her journey has been for the students, by the student, and for of the student. A singer, poet, and kids, and animal lover. Her motto in life is "Never Say Die" attitude. So, ma'am, you have such a wonderful profile. Really happy to be here, and definitely students who are all attending the session will be benefited by your experience and the experience of our student managers. So, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Atul, for this wonderful opportunity and a great introduction. Well, it has been a beautiful journey with IMT Nagpur. This is my third year with them, and believe you me, this is one of the best workplaces that I've ever worked in my entire career. Talking about IMT Nagpur, it's 18 years young and growing, and a very dynamic institution in the country, termed as one of the most premium-based schools in the country. IMT Nagpur brings in a lot of humility, lot of groundedness, a lot of clarity of thought for the students, and a beautiful career pathway for them to grow and succeed. Talking about IMT, we are already an NBA accredited institution. We have recognitions from various esteemed bodies. We are SAT, we are ASCSC, and the accreditations will keep growing and will keep becoming bigger day by day. The reason for IMT being one of the most premium B schools in the country is we have the work ethics. If you put together the work ethics of all our faculties, they have been there since the day of inception. Some brilliant minds put together at CX2 levels would be 300 plus years, and believe you me, it's an amazing journey for all of you as students to learn from these brains out there. talking about IMT, we have been following the legacy of our parent institution, IMT Ghaziabad, and we are following the footprints of being known as industry leaders in the country. We have produced a lot of prodigies out of the campus. Some brilliant minds out there. Our alumni have been one of the best in the country, working for some very big organizations and also working on their own startup. And thus, I'm very proud to be a part of IMT group of institutes and representing specifically the Nagpur campus. Well, Atul already gave you my introduction. I take care of the corporate relations and placements at IMT Nagpur. So when I say corporate relations, it not only includes placements and internships, it is a wide plethora of activities that IMT Nagpur does in terms of liaisoning between the campus and the external stakeholders. Well, it's a proud moment for me to introduce my student managers, and they will be introducing themselves one by one. And after they have introduced, I'll give you a bit of the statistics that has gone by in the past 2 years, and also that we'll do a quick rendezvous with the students as a Q&A, and then it will be open to the people for asking questions. So I would request Samriddhi to start off with the session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So I'm Samriddhi Bharadwaj from batch 2021 to 23. I'm currently pursuing PGDM with majors in finance and minors in marketing. I did my summer internship at TV Management Services as an accounting and finance intern, where I was responsible for the monthly consolidation of accounts of the US clients of Trivium. And currently, I got placed in Deloitte as tax consultant. So the journey at IMT has been really exciting for us. Glad to see you all.
So thank you, Samriddhi. I would pass on the baton to Ayushi.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great opportunity to have you all here. So my name is Ayushi Mishra, and I am from IMT Nagpur batch 2021-23, majoring in finance, and my minors are in marketing. I have done my internship from ICICI Bank, and there I was appointed as the point of contact of the branch. So the journey was great over the 2 months there. And then now I'm placed at Deloitte as a tax consultant. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ayushi. You're very sweet and kind. Harsha.
Good evening, everyone. This is Harsha Agarwal from IMT Nagpur, batch 21-23. Currently at IMT, I am pursuing my majors in marketing and minors in finance. For my summer internship, I interned at a startup, which gave me an opportunity to not just learn the corporate world, but also how a startup can work in this current times of COVID. Over there, my role was as a digital marketing intern at Fiesta Services, and currently I am placed as an area sales executive at Guilt-Free Industries. Hope to see you all very soon.
Thank you, Harsha. I'll pass on the baton to Salil.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Salil Pendharkar, and I'm pursuing PGDM marketing with my minors as HR. I interned in Advisor Zaruri Hai as a management trainee and got an opportunity to work on brand consulting, business development, and so on. The journey at IMT has been excellent in terms of personal and professional growth. There are many things which I've learned over the span of last one and a half year. And all of those have helped me to crack a wonderful opportunity at CPL as my final placement, where I'll be joining soon. I'll be joining them as their management trainee in marketing and sales domain. So I hope all of you find this session interactive and see you all soon on campus.
Thank you, Salil. Thank you. Last but not the least, and the champions of champions, Ashwin.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that small brief introduction. My name is Ashwin Menon. I am currently pursuing finance at IMT Nagpur, and my minors is BA IT. I have interned at Reliance Securities, where I had the opportunity to work on the subscription model which Reliance Securities was bringing into the customer's domain. I also had the opportunity to work on a lot of other side projects such as the chatbot development and the coupon code algorithm. IMT has given me a lot of opportunities on a holistic development in terms of my holistic development, the forums, the committees. They have given us a proper way of introducing ourselves into the corporate world. And I'm lucky enough to say that I have bagged an opportunity at Deloitte USA as tax consultant one.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, Ashwin. Thank you so much, student managers, for your introduction. Well, I would want to take a few minutes on explaining the journey at IMT Nagpur, on how the journey for the next 2 years would be like, followed by the placement statistics, and then we do a quick rendezvous with each one of you. The moment you decide, you make up your mind to get into IMT Nagpur, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be extremely challenging, and it's going to be a life with full of discipline. At IMT Nagpur, we believe in being very, very disciplined, grounded, and structured. And that's the reason why you see that the results are some of the results, or most of the results, are brilliant out there. So, the moment the student gets his admission letter, that's the time when we start interacting with the students in terms of telling them and helping them on the nuances of the curriculum and what should be the preparedness level before, even before they come and join the campus on a regular basis. So they need to brush up on a lot of things, some basic concepts, and then the journey begins with an induction where they get to meet a lot of brilliant corporates walking in at CXO levels. And then the curriculum, the regular curriculum starts. They also get into fighting to which committee they would belong to. And the most premium committee that gets is the PlaceCom committee, followed by a lot of other premium committees like that, like CIC and CCC and so on. From being in the committees, there are a lot of activities and forums and student-driven engagements that happen in the campus. There are a lot of entrepreneurship initiatives taken by students in the campus, and thus we proudly say that IMT Nagpur campus is driven by students. So if you have midnight hunger, then they have a solution. If you want to travel VRs, they have a solution. If you want to get your clothes laundered, they have a solution. So you name it, and the students initiatives, entrepreneurship initiatives are ready to serve the campus. Apart from that, there are a lot of festivals, lot of events that keep buzzing in the campus, whether you talk about Milestone, whether you talk about Milan, you talk about there are so many Voyage as as an event. There are n number of events that keep happening in the campus and which keeps the campus absolutely lively and exciting. Believe you me, there's one thing that goes into this is an overall development of the student. A student is not only academically driven. So morning 9 to 5 is challenging because you have back-to-back classes. After 5, you have all other activities that happen, including your assignments, your test preparation, place-com activities, cultural activities, your ventures that you run, and the campus is buzzing 24/7. So like people Mumbai people say the city never sleeps. For IMT Nagpur, I say the campus never sleeps. So students are really charged up, and they've really driven results. So I'm being modest here, though my campus is humble, but my students are brilliant, right? And the students who have if you go back and look at the alums, there have been some phenomenal alumni who have come out from IMT Nagpur and who are really leading some brilliant organizations in the country and are also driving some phenomenal startups. So the moment you get into your regular academic curriculum, you go through your continuous training for readiness in terms of a summer internship, where you have a lot of boot camps, you have alumni engagements, your curriculum writing, your personal branding, and stuff like that. You are also helped. There's a detailed psychometric analysis that goes through in terms of helping you choose your specializations. The specialized that are being offered in IMT Nagpur. So first I'll talk about the programs. So there are three major programs that are offered, that is PGDM in marketing, PGDM in finance, and PGDM core. And then the specializations are followed by marketing, HR, finance, operations, and analytics. So we help you, guide you in terms of choosing the right specialization. Then you get into the hiring mode of summer internship, right? November and December is the right month when the summer internships begin, and students are ready for internships in the month of April, from April to around June. By the time when they are doing their internships, their training starts for their final placements, and the day zeros begin by say August, and the students are almost placed by December. So that's the life cycle journey of an IMTN, and believe you me, it's the most exciting time that IMT Nagpur is in. We are at a trajectory where we are young, we are dynamic, we are growing, and we are chasing to be among the top 10 B schools in the country. So we are putting our right foot forward and putting all the efforts to make sure that we become the best. Well, talking about, so this was the entire journey in a very short span of time that I shared with you as to what students do. There is lots and lots and lots of stories that you will hear from these five champions who are sitting here. Well, I'll take you through the placement statistics. Well, the COVID year, that is 2020 and 21, was the toughest year at IMT Nagpur because I think it was the toughest year for all the campuses across the country because nobody was prepared of what is going to come in the month of February for all of them. And we had a lot of students who were unplaced. We managed to place all of them, and with flying colors, and not a single student was left in terms of being placed, except for two who were not up to the mark. So we had 98% students placed the first COVID period, and in the second COVID year, that is the last batch which has gone by, that is 2021-22, we placed 99.6% students, and the highest compensation that was offered was at 23.57 lakhs. The average was 10 lakhs, the median was 9 lakhs, and the summer internships were also done 100%. But we had our own challenges in terms of specifically, let me start off by talking about summer internships. Now, the challenge for summer internships were whether the summer internship would be on the ground or online. And it was very difficult for us to carve our way through deciding on where the students will go in terms of the summer internship. But we were very, very lucky to have some brilliant summer internship programs. And it was it was 50%, 60% of the students were on the ground, and around 40% were doing hybrid. And believe you me, we had some extensive results pertaining to our summer internship. Talking about the final placements last year, we had our 100% students being onboarded with all the companies, and none of the students were sitting on the bench. So it's a record, path-breaking thing for IMT Nagpur, where not a single student was kept on the bench, and every single student was onboarded. Neither any and no offers were revoked. So that's a very, very big achievement and talks volumes about the institution and the kind of quality that they bring into. Well, for this year, it has been challenging, equally challenging, because last year the companies had very, very big appetite. They hired in N numbers, they hired in bulk, and the onboarding happened very, very recently. For them, starting a new appetite was equally difficult. But as we say, hard work and commitment gives us fair results. We have already completed 70% of our placements, actually 70+% of our final placements, and some brilliant companies are lined up for which I would not be able to disclose at this point in time. But surely you will see a lot of big bang news coming up from IMT Nagpur. The averages that we are maintaining is around 11 lakhs at this point in time. the highest offer that has been made by one of the companies is around 30 lakhs. And there is still a long way to go for us. But still 30% is remaining. So I think by the end of December or first week of Jan, we'll be able to close the numbers at IMT Nagpur for final placement. Well, for talking about summer internships this year, we have done a phenomenal job. The highest internship stipend that we have achieved is 75,000 per month. The second highest that we have achieved is 60,000 per month. And the third highest that we have achieved is 40,000 per month with a PPO, along with the PPO of 23 lakhs, which is supposed to be revised to 30 lakhs. So and we've almost placed 40% of our summer internship way before the season has begun, and that speaks volumes about the effort that we put at IMT Nagpur. One thing that I want to tell each one of you, you will find many colleges, many campuses across the country. But what I can assure you of at IMT Nagpur is transparency and trust. These are the two major elements that we work upon. Whatever statistics that I'm sharing with you is absolutely transparent and authentic. And we believe that we are committed towards building careers of students, and without which our existence is questionable. So for us, we live by the students, for the students, of the students, and along with the students. So that's about placements. And now I will open the Q&A for the students, so you get a better idea on how a life looks like for an IMT in Nagpur, and what are the levels of preparation that you should have to join such a premium B school in the country. So who would want to go first among all five? Anybody who would? So I'm going to ask you some very real tricky questions. So shall I start with Salil?
Sure.
Salil, how was your first day that looked like that IMT Nagpur? Were you bewildered? Were you scared? Were you nervous? What went by on your first day at IMT Nagpur?
Ma'am, so first day, there were two first days, if I may say so, because of COVID. So my first day was online, which was filled with a lot of excitement, a bit of nervousness, and a lot of positive hopes of building a good future good future and career for myself. So went into classes, had an interaction with the faculties, and as you have already pointed out, the faculties here are excellent. They make you comfortable almost immediately, and their motive is to involve you and absorb you in the ecosystem and make sure that your preparation for corporate world begins from day one itself, from the first hour that you join the campus. And talking about when we actually came to campus after the relaxations by government, so the first thing I was actually taken aback by the sheer size of the campus and the beauty that it entails. So it's a lush green campus, and getting to meet my friends whom I had been seeing online was another excitement. And yes, the challenges. So moving on from a comfortable home of just shutting down the laptop, going and eating lunch in the kitchen and coming back, to actually moving between buildings for classes, for your room, and food. So that was another thing. And interacting in person again, so it opened new avenues for me to develop myself. So giving a presentation online versus giving a presentation in front of a class filled with people is a different experience. And the infrastructure that we have here, the digital classroom, so being getting used to that technology on a daily basis, it has opened a lot of other avenues for me. So it has been exciting, challenging, and rewarding.
Wow, brilliant. Thank you, Salil. So my next question is to Samriddhi. You have a beautiful smile, Samriddhi.
Thank you.
What made you decide IMT Nagpur?
Ma'am, at that point of time, I remember when I cleared CMAT and I cleared the interview of IMT Nagpur. It was like totally something I was not expecting at that time. And as I have also attended these webinars before, because when we have not joined the college, we are in the same dilemma as these students are in right now. So after attending so many webinars and visiting the websites and contacting alums of IMT Nagpur, I was definitely sure that this is the right decision I'll make.
Wow, wow. Anybody would like to add on to this question? Ashwin, Harsha, Ayushi?
Yes, ma'am. So, like Samriddhi said, I remember clearly when I got the offer letter, when I cracked my CMAT and I got the offer letter from IMT Nagpur. I had taken a lot of close calls. I mean, I had a lot of other opportunities, but I had few students who were friends, who were my batchmates from school and college, who had previously studied at IMT Nagpur. So I got, I mean, even not studying at IMT Nagpur at that time, I got a real time experience of what they went through. So that was an eye opener for me, and I was ready. The challenges and the hustle they've told, that what we face at IMT Nagpur and how it develops your personality and shapes you as a person, and it builds you for your future career. So that is something which actually projected me towards and helped me in deciding my final institution that I want to pursue my PGDM from.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ashwin. Samriddhi, Harsha, Palin, would you like to add? Harsha and Ayushi and Palin.
Yes, ma'am. So, as Ashwin mentioned, I had some seniors who were already pursuing PGDM here, who had already gone to the industry and working it over there. So, over there, when I got to talk to them, I understood that how IMT has not shaped them just in a way as a corporate ready person, but from the first day they are ready to be a manager, and which I feel in the B school that is very important, because over here we come to be managers. And when from the first day you get that experience, that is something which made me choose IMT. Also, as we all know that IMT is a student-driven campus. So as we all know that IMT is all a student-driven campus. So over there, the opportunities which the student get, the whole experience which helps in building their personality, is something which I could not resist by joining.
Ayushi and Palin?
Yes, ma'am. So moving ahead with my decision of joining IMT, our induction started way before. So I was able to interact with the faculty present here. And also they were briefing about all the subjects that there are in the curriculum. So I knew that, and looking at the student interaction that was even on online mode, not only on offline. So I knew that this was the right place for me to enhance my personality, to coming from introvert to giving briefings and webinar to approx 200 students standing in front of them. That was a complete personality Ayushi for me. So that was a great decision for me that I took.
Super, super. Okay, yes, Palin.
Sure. So for me as well, I had one of my undergrad seniors who has completed his PGDM from IMT Nagpur, and I have one of my cousin who has completed his PGDM from IMT at the Ghaziabad campus. So I got a good glimpse of the IMT pedagogy and regarding IMT Nagpur specifically. So what the feedback I got was it's a good campus to be in. It will make sure it teaches you the necessary skills and makes you business ready, industry ready. And we all have the biggest apprehension for all of us before joining any institute is placements. So that was taken care of by the undergrad senior I just mentioned about. He said, don't worry, if you put in the efforts and if you just follow what they're saying, go through the rigor, you will get a job and you'll get a good job. And that has come true. So I would say it has been wonderful, and I totally am happy that I took this decision of joining IMT.
Salil, I wish to ask a question on behalf of students, because this is something students wish to ask, but they don't ask because they think that whether it put the right question or not. But definitely, it's a question that students I interact with, they have in mind and somehow they wish to ask. Okay, so the question is, when you enter in a business school, okay, somehow you're skeptical, and you definitely put in a lot of hard work, you have trust, and also that is delivered. Okay, but that is somehow a time of proving is going on. Okay, you are proving yourself and you are testing yourself, you are facing new challenges, but now all of you are achievers. Okay, and all of you are placed in good multinationals. So I'm asking you, after achieving this, what about your focus in the studies and overall nurturing of your juniors or participating in various activities of committees and overall entrepreneurship inputs. So whether it is increase, decrease, it is as earlier, there is no difference at all. So how do you explain it? I'm sure each one of you would have different feeling about it. But since you have achieved what you have come for, but still you are giving in 100%. I have never seen a single student who has said, I got placed, why I would do this. They have the same intensity as the day one. Okay, so what motivates you to do that?
So I would begin with a quote as they say, learning never stops. So this is something which I think all of us live by, because although we have achieved a milestone, but achieving this milestone has taken us or set us set a tone for us to achieve the next milestone. So we cannot stop improving. We cannot stop. We cannot take a backseat. So and talking about involvement in other activities, so academics and balancing the other activities on campus, because there are a lot of activities which a student could be a part of. So it's a challenging experience, and it teaches one very important skill which is mandatory. It's very relevant in not just business world but in life, which is time management. So we all have limited time at our hands, and being able to juggle so many things on campus, I believe I would be able to replicate whatever I have done here out in the real world, out in the world which waits for me outside the gates as well. And in terms of contribution to commit to other activities, so I I've been trained in tabla, so I'm a musician as well. So I do participate here in events. I sing as well. So it gives me a fine balance between academics, between professional development, and pursuing passion. So there is sufficient infrastructure support given by the institute. So we have a dedicated music room here. We have dedicated courts for volleyball, dedicated field for football. So there are a lot of avenues for us to explore and nurturing juniors. So being here, B school is a different mix altogether. So there is no age hierarchy as such, but it's a hierarchy of experience, and in life experience counts the most. So in terms of nurturing juniors, we are always there to assist them in terms of the challenges. So how we look at them is, we were there a year before, so we know what goes in their minds when they approach us with some certain question or something. So it also, the feeling of being able to guide someone based on your experience is unmatched. So that also keeps us motivated that yes, our inputs, we have been able to, we have achieved something, so we have some locus standi to guide someone else. So, and it gives a good sense of fulfillment, personal fulfillment. So that drives all of us, I believe.
Absolutely.
That's great. Such a
Also, like,
wonderful explanation. And that reminds me, Milestone 35 is one of our flagship events.
absolutely. Atul, I would like to add on to something. We have started a brilliant concept called buddy mentorship. Now, if you know, there is a team, platform team. Now, this platform team, student platform team, the senior student platform managers actually adopt the junior platform managers, and they buddy mentor them, right, on a one-on-one basis. So the entire process of platform is being taught to them by the senior platform managers. And you won't believe, these senior platform managers also buddy mentor their own buddies in the classroom. So if a batch is 200, then every student, for an example, Salil has 20 students to buddy mentor, right? Ayushi has 20 students to buddy mentor. And believe you me, they run parallelly. So apart from their classes, the students also parallelly drive GDPIs, current affairs, preparation on the CVs, on personal branding. So apart from training their own platform buddy managers, they also help the students to come up at the same level. And that talks about high volumes of cohesiveness and teamwork. And I have seen so many campuses, Atul. I have worked with so many B schools. The one place where I see utmost cohesiveness and collaborative growth is at IMT Nagpur. No, everybody competes with each other, healthy competition, but they also believe in taking along their buddy mentors. So it's a phenomenal phenomena or feature in this era where people are cut short. They are living in solitude, but at IMT Nagpur it is a cohesive environment. and long way to go and great. It's all the culture and value system that these students drive and nobody else. So yes. So my next question is, if students have to get into IMT Nagpur, what is the preparedness that they have to come up with? So anybody can pick up this question. What are the things they should be prepared with apart from their academics course, of course? That is there. So Atul, you can put it on the chat. What are the basic requirements and all that stuff on the chat? But apart from the basic requirements, I would ask students, what is the level of preparedness that you should be with coming with?
I would like to take up this question now.
Yes, Harsha.
So, according to me, IMT does not only see academics or the CAT or whatever exam a person is giving. IMT also sees a person as a whole. Over here, yes,
I think we've lost Harsha.
a person has done in their graduation. Hello. So apart from that, what a person has done in their graduation or in their school, maybe the different kind of achievements they have accomplished, maybe the different types of work things they have done, be internship or maybe leadership role, their kind of different hobbies, interests. Those are also certain things which IMT likes to see, because over here we have a full infrastructure to develop it further. If someone is interested in dance, we have a dance club over here so that a person can go ahead with it in the future. So for IMT, just academics is not something which we are looking forward to.
Okay. Anybody would like to add on the preparedness level? Salil, Ashwin?
Yes, ma'am. On the preparedness level, I think, ma'am, a person should know everything. I mean, he should be good with his GK. He should be very good with his quant, be it his English. I mean, when joining an institute like IMT, which is so prestigious, you should be an all-rounder, and it's a cherry on the cake if you're even a sports person. Like, I remember I got the opportunity from the institution itself to represent the college at IMT Ghaziabad for a sports tournament. So it's not only academics, as like we say, we have the forums, we have the clubs. So when it comes to preparedness, the institution gives each and every student with different levels of caliber a opportunity to express themselves in the field.
Wow, brilliant, super. Also, my next question to the entire student managers is, how do you prepare for placement? That's the key question which everybody would be wanting to know, and I would want different perspectives, 5 people, 5 perspectives, because and add on to. So don't repeat. If you can add on to the information, that will give a long way to the people who are listening to us. Anybody can pick up and start.
Sorry to intervene. There are few questions. So Uma is asking.
Probably Atul, after this question, we will pick up the question. Just let's.
Sure.
After the question, we'll pick up the question. Yeah.
Sure.
I'd like to start. So for placements, the biggest check is your resume. So, and the resume preparation doesn't begin a month before the placement season commences, but it begins the moment we step on campus. So resume building is one big aspect of placements which you need to work on right from the day you enter the B school. And second most important is communication. So knowledge, yes, it is important, but you should be able to communicate that you have that knowledge. So that is another thing which I personally worked upon and developed over the course of a year and a half.
Okay.
Continuing to that, so we not only for placements in our courses also, we have various case studies, and there are various faculties that get involved in the research paper, so as to take a step forward in our managerial roles and take a different perspective, not only academics but also elsewhere. So that also is a part of our industry knowledge program. And moving ahead, we also have a REST evaluation where our placement coordinator, ma'am, itself coordinates with the students for the evaluation of the students as a whole, not only the academics, but also their personalities, their industry knowledge, their curriculum knowledge, and other things as well. So that is also part of placements that we went through, and for
And the rest analysis is a very rigorous assessment, and every student is interviewed for at least 45 minutes, and they are all smiling away because they have gone through the drill, but the drill is worth it. We also do a lot of boot camps. We also do alumni engagements. We also do expert support and external agencies who come and train our students. So the training starts from day zero, the moment you enter the campus until the day zero when the campus placement season starts. So I would pause a little here, Atul, and we are ready to take up the last 20 minutes. We will be more than happy to address the questions asked by students.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. There is a question from Uma. Good evening, all. How is max and average placement for finance?
Okay. So last year, the average of finance was around 11 lakhs. The highest went to around 16 lakhs. There were 32% new recruiters who came to the campus for hiring finance students.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And there is another question from K29 Fleet. Is IMT Nagpur good for HR?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell you, there are specific institutions, let me be upfront, there are specific institutions who are specialized in HR like XLRIs and TISs of the world. IMT Nagpur also very healthy, we have a very healthy combination of HR faculties and a very healthy hiring mechanism for HR students. Believe you me, every year we have a very small cohort in HR, but they are the first ones to be placed and with very good compensation. In institutions, in general institutions, you will find HRs are the least paid. In our campus, they are equally paid or better paid than and most of the specializations. So though it is a small cohort, we have some brilliant companies walking in to hire HRs from our campus.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. There is another query.
Yes, Atul.
Okay, sorry. There is another query. Number of companies visiting the campus from Anshul.
From Anshul. Okay. So Anshul, last year we had 100 companies coming into the campus. There was, I think, correctly soon, 52% were new companies, right? And this year we are already 60 plus companies. The placement season is still on, and almost 40% companies are new companies that have come into campus. So every year we are adding to the new list, and our old list is being retained. They may not have hired due to excessive hiring, but they are very happy with the performance of IMT Nagpur. So we have the track records and we have all the relevant documentation pertaining to that.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Just I think students are more keen toward financial queries. Okay. Lowest package and placement rate. See, I think
Okay, I'll tell you. So
students should.
Atul, so we work on a model where we don't go less than a particular compensation. So this year we are not going less than 8 lakhs as fixed as compensation, and that's been the lowest for us this year. And yeah, the highest that has been offered to our students is around 30 lakhs.
Okay. This is regarding screening. So extracurricular activity help to get into IMT Nagpur. Arpit. Okay. Arpit.
No. So no. So Arpit, I think you have taken it in a wrong sense. there is not only extracurricular activities which get you to campus, it has to be a balanced mix between your academics, your overall personality, your work ethic, and plus extracurricular activities. So curricular as well as extracurricular. So it has to be a complete package is what we look at. There can be exceptions in terms of your percentages, and that exception is plus minus 5%, not more than that. And we are very, very stringent in terms of our hiring processes. We may, if you are extraordinary, brilliant, your 5 years of work expert, your CAT score is less, or your other competitive exam scores are less, you may not be able to get into. So we are very stringent in terms of our recruitment process, but we make sure that once a student is in the campus, we give a great career to them. Yes, Atul.
Okay. See, there is a question. How much field it does? Okay, I think Dhananjay wished to ask about the specialization in the programs. See, we offer 3 programs. One is PGDM, second is PGDM marketing, third is PGDM financial management, and we offer 6 specializations. Okay, marketing, finance, organizational behavior, HR, economics, operations, and analytics. Okay, and out of these many specializations, if you are not sure which one to go for, then we also offer a solution that is called flexi core course. In the first year, you can go for flexi core course, so you can decide in the first year itself, test yourself whether this specialization is good for you or not, and then in second year you can go for whether major, minor, dual specialization or single specialization. We have multiple options. Okay, so you are equipped for various challenges in during the time of placements also, and also in future career.
Any more questions, Atul?
Okay, let me tell you about the scholarship. If this is the most frequently asked question, we also have merit scholarship. So any student who has got CAT or ZAT 90 percentile or above, they qualify for 40% scholarship on the academic fee of 2 years. Okay. Also, we offer scholarship for female students. So once a female student gets through the final selection process and offered and joins, so they qualify for 20% scholarship on the academic fee of the entire two years duration. Okay, so that is really good, and online application form is on. You can visit IMT Nagpur website, okay, and can simply fill online application form. And also students ask, I haven't got my CAT percentile, or CMAT is still not executed, then how should I go? So please fill the application form, and as and when your scores come, please update your profile. Number one. Number two, if you are going to appear in multiple entrance tests, then you can submit all the entrance test score. We will consider the best one. Okay, so don't worry, it is important that you're updating your profile as and when your scores come. Third thing is, a number of students who are appearing in their graduation, it takes some time for their final semester wise mark sheets or the degree certificate. So we offer you ample time, even months from your June 2023, your session would be starting. So also you would have some time in your hand, so you can submit and verify your documents. So don't worry about these basic hygiene things. We take care of that.
So I'll tell you, IMT Nagpur is a very process-driven institution. So you will not have challenges in terms of solving any questions or queries. The team is extremely well equipped and very, very generous and courteous to respond to every query that you have. So you need not worry, they will take you through a smooth onboarding journey once you get admitted at IMT Nagpur. So not to worry at all. Any more questions, Atul?
Okay, regarding scholarship for for GMAT. Okay, for score 650 and above, we offer scholarship for GMAT students as well.
Awesome. Any more questions?
Okay. Academic fee. See, total fee for 2 years, that includes your hostel and mess, is revised to 14.5 lakhs. And also that would be updated on your offer letter once you clear. Okay. It is important for the students because once students compare fee of different institutions, they just compare the total amount. They don't see what is in it, because if you also need to assess the components. Fee includes what, and it isn't in the fee that we offer. It is complete residential program, so it includes everything: your hostel stay, your mess, your academic fee. Everything is included in one single fee. Okay.
I think, Atul, we are the most competitive priced institution among the premium B schools in the country, and I think
Exactly.
it's the most desirable fees that any parent can look at for a B school like us. So I think we are the most competitive in the country.
Exactly. And our student managers, they are interacting, they are visiting Kolkata, and they are interacting on a forum with a number of students. So they have said that out of their survey and whatever research students do at the time of admission, so they have found this fee and ROI factor really attractive, because the kind of quality our campus offers, the kind of serene environment we offer, is really good for the students and overall outcome. Do we need to apply separately for IMT Nagpur apart from common? See, right now, common application form is already closed. It's the cutoff date is already over. And now you can visit IMT Nagpur website and can apply for IMT Nagpur. Okay. CAT cutoff for IMT Nagpur. See, cutoffs CAT and ZAT 75 percentile, and for CMAT it is 90 percentile. And also if you have any exceptional profile, then some relaxation, not very high, but maximum 5 percentile relaxation we offer. What pre-knowledge required for finance? Okay.
Okay.
See,
I would take this question. So I'll tell you, for getting into a B school now, a couple of things have become a prerequisite even before you start your classes. One is the basic concepts of finance and account. So accounting, first accounting, and then basic concepts of finance, followed by basic knowledge of statistics and economics. So these are the three basic subjects that you must be thorough before you're coming to the campus, because economics is the father of management, father of business, and management is the mother of business. So these are the two subjects. So if you do not know economics and statistics well, then all the business today is driven on analytics and quant. So you need to have that basic knowledge of statistics, economics, and finance, accounting and finance. That will go long way. So basic fundamental concepts must be clear even before. So you may be an engineer, you may be a student from liberal arts, you may be a student from zoology, but these three basic elements plays a very critical role. Any more questions?
okay, Uma, as we have already answered, even if you are an engineer, then you need to have some basic concepts, even as a citizen. So some basic concepts you need to be clear about before you start the course. So that is not a problem, because there are so many engineers, those who are doing management, and they are quite successful. Okay. So don't worry about it, but just be sure.
Atul, actually, the first ones to get placed are the engineers. The companies have really changed their hiring mechanism. Out of the 60 companies, 30 companies would have asked engineering background plus a marketing or an engineering background. So the hiring mechanisms have changed. So engineers need not worry that they don't know the concept, but I'll say prerequisites are important. And we also do a lot of hand holding before you come to the campus. So the moment you get your admission letter, there is something called a pre-induction, and there are a lot of online material which is shared with you, and how do you prepare? All that's done, and so don't worry at all. We are always there. And one best thing at IMT Nagpur is everybody is approachable, right? you want to talk to us, we are there to listen and hear you out and give solutions. It's not only that we listen, but we also give solutions. So rest assured, once you are here, we own you, and we make sure that we go along with you in your journeys of success. So Atul, we have last 7 minutes to take final 2-3
Sure,
questions.
sure. Uh, okay, Dhananjay, see, as I said, the minimum cutoff for CAT is at CMAT. Okay, and also I have informed that for exceptional profile, we provide some relaxation not exceeding beyond 5 percentile. Okay, so I think that explanation should be clear.
Okay. So Atul, what we will do, we will put in our LinkedIn IDs. If you can just put in our LinkedIn IDs, we are more than happy to assist students for any questions, any queries, any sort of apprehensions, right? And they're worried on
Sure.
how to take careers forward. All of my student managers and my LinkedIn ID, probably we can share it across. One of them could do that. And we would be more than happy to assist students. And there were so many questions that I wanted to ask my student managers, but one last question that I would want to ask you is how does the campus look after 10 p.m. at night? And when do you all sleep? So one last fun question to be asked to each one of you. How does the campus look after 10 p.m. at night, and when do you guys sleep?
Ma'am, the sun never sets here.
Wow. For others. Ashwin,
Ma'am, I think yes. I think the campus starts getting lively after the dinner. I mean, we have our jamming sessions. We have students playing various sports, and we have the ventures. We have the co-op and the frost and fun, where our student managers are waiting to get their orders. The students are placing the order. They are making the food for them. So I think it's only after 10 p.m. that the campus is the liveliest. And coming to the part where we go to sleep, ma'am, it varies from person to person. It could be 2, 3, 4. But then again, we are back up early morning to attend our 8:30 classes, because I think we should, if we are having our share of fun at night, we should also balance it with our academics.
so I'm sure the night also goes with doing a lot of assignments and case studies.
Yes, ma'am. So when the projects are there, we have a group. We sit with the group. We discuss on how to go ahead with the cases and the assignments, because there are a lot of presentations. This happens almost every weekly, and we have a lot of subjects. Every student has almost 7 to 8 subjects per trimester. So the faculty also keeps us engaged with various group assignments, individual case assignments, and then we have the presentations. So this is how the campus looks like at night.
Wow, fantastic. So Atul, I think we are almost towards the closure of the timing for this session today, but we would be more than happy to interact with the students for any queries or any questions. So as I say, I'm a soldier who doesn't fight wars at the border, but I'm a soldier who is contributing to building the careers of the nation. And goes without saying, I eat, breathe, sleep students, and I repeat it too. So, so for me, my students are my lifeline. For me, they are my place of worship and temple, and for me, this place is growing, and it's going to be amongst the top 3 schools in the country. So on this note, we would like to close on our discussion today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Though we had a very short time span to interact, but we'll be more than happy if you can connect us on LinkedIn, and we keep solving your queries, we keep helping you growing, and looking forward to each one of you to be having you in the campus, and with a lot of fun and frolic days ahead, and with a lot of successes to be tasted. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. Stay healthy and take care of yourself. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And just to answer the last question, we will be starting a screening process from Feb. Okay, so you have time to apply now, and then definitely we'll go ahead with the process.
Perfect. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Atul. Thank you so much, student managers.
Thank you so much, student.
And really wishing you all great successes in your careers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
student
much, ma'am.
managers.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
ma'am, and
viewers
everyone.
for being present and going through the video. I'm sure you'll be benefited. Take care and have a happy weekend.